What are you doing in my swamp?
Ah! Sorry, Mom. We just wanted to come visit. Are you an ogre or something?
Jake,
Yes,
just
I
wanted a cup of
am.
tea.
So we are very excited to be watching Shrek the Third finally, because we saw the first two Shrek movies on the channel, and you guys have not seen it. I have seen parts, if not most of this, a long time ago. I don't
love
remember
Shrek.
much. I love Shrek so much. The first two movies I absolutely adore. And Mike Myers is hilarious. I love Cameron Diaz
That's
and
right.
everyone else. He has such a
Eddie
great cast.
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, you can't
Murphy,
forget
yes.
Eddie Murphy,
I love
Donkey.
Donkey.
Man, his humor is so great. And Puss in Boots. I'm a crazy cat lady, guys.
That's right.
Yeah, so this has been requested for a long time, but it just always struggled to win the polls, and it just never got there. And I felt bad because that happens with a lot of requests that we get. We do watch a lot as well. You guys, if you want, you can help us out by voting on our Patreon or just requesting on YouTube. Patreon's the best way because then I can keep things organized and really thoroughly check through everything and see who requested what on certain posts. So, but yeah, so I'm really happy. We love our animations for sure.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we
The
do.
humor and fantasy is terrific in this.
That's good.
Oh, it was so funny. Two was so funny. For the first one too, but love
I
it.
enjoyed both of them.
That's
That
right.
was
Yeah, they're
when we had that
very good.
discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, because the first two were like amazing, where it's hard to actually say which one I liked best because the first one was perfect, and usually the first movie is always the best one, but the second one was right there, and it had a good story to it that was fun all the way through. So I think I said last time the second one was my favorite, but I'm still gonna hang on to that. But it was close. They're pretty much both right there.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
really
yeah.
incorporate all the fairy tale figures
Oh, that's good.
to
Yes,
like what you
yeah.
remember as a child, and then they put them into real life now, and
That's
it's
good.
so,
They just make fun of it, you know. It's like
well.
more adult.
Yeah.
That's not
Gingerbread
mine.
Man.
Catnip. You know?
Oh, yes.
So all the adult humor that
Oh,
like
my
woo,
God.
over kids' heads for the most part, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. So the whole family can enjoy it.
That's right.
I am wearing
right.
green. I don't have Shrek green. The only Shrek green I have is for Christmas shirts, which it's not that time
That's
to be
right.
wearing those anymore.
I have a moose.
And you have a moose.
You're the
And
most-
I have
just
a
hanging out.
potion, but the battery's dying. This thing is actually really cool when the batteries are new. It was working for a
That's
second
right.
when I first turned it on. It's a Halloween prop. But let me turn it on again. But this actually looks really neat with the 3 lights, and it comes out like a blue purple. I had this a lot during Dragon Prince.
That's
And
right.
you can see
yes.
the cloud move around inside of it, like the
Ooh.
fluid potion inside, and it's pretty neat. And then a nasty, scary spider.
I
Ah!
say I don't want to see the spider.
And I'm hiding over there because sometimes like it sneaks over and I'm like, oh wait, no,
Yeah,
that's
it's like
fake.
there's a big
That's fake.
spider.
That's fake.
You
That's,
see
that's
me.
how, even on the camera. Oh god, it's
Oh,
scary.
God.
Like, what is that? So, shall we, guys?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So, Shrek the Third.
You'll be sorry.
Sorry.
We are.
Yes, sure.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness, look at all of them. Whoa,
Good
he was
morning.
busy.
Oh, you really need to get yourself a pair of jammies.
I love it. Oh!
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Oh!
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Ew!
Oh,
Oh, it's her.
We're not supposed to do that.
Come here, you.
Yeah, someone's gonna fall and knock it up.
He has like heels on.
I scratched it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no.
Flaming angels.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Maui.
Look
with
at
the
that.
sad
Yes.
cat eyes.
Yeah, I says,
Just think.
Oh, that's terrible.
oh,
Trying to make it funny.
wow.
I croaked you. Ew, fly.
Oh, he is dead.
Oh. Oh, in a little box. No.
Oh.
Yield the locker.
Marker, yeah.
Ooh.
Headless horseman.
Oh god.
Oh, punching each other.
God. Whoa.
don't know you, but I like to.
Oh my goodness, oops. Oh goodness.
Give your daddy a big hug.
Oh my God. That's
What
funny.
a good daddy.
Oh, yeah.
You, my friend, are royally.
Oh,
He dances.
oh my.
It's a nightmare. Ew.
Projectile vomiting. if I
Whoa, a
ever saw
lot.
it.
Never said a lot. Oh my goodness. No.
The school bus. The wagon.
Driver.
The sport wagon. That's on the other side.
VW bus.
Oh! Smoking.
Wow, is that something?
Yeah, totally.
Ooh. Oh, Donkey's being bullied.
No good, Nix, 'cause today's a little donkey.
I suck it.
If you were real, could I do this?
Ooh.
If it were real. Hey, wait.
Oh God, Ethan.
I'm not here to eat him.
Won't you please open mine first?
Oh, cute.
I'll love it because I do.
Oh, you guys, that's so sweet.
That's so cute.
Stretch marks.
Say goodbye to romance.
Oops.
I'm
No,
sorry.
okay.
To our happily ever after.
Oh,
Oh, good.
His name's not Peter.
Shut it, Wendy.
boy.
Yo, Hooters.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
Where are Shrek and Fiona?
Name doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, no bell.
His high chair.
Yeah.
Start talking.
He's gonna
Ooh.
Oh, it's life.
Aw.
see his life before his eyes.
I don't know where he's not.
You're telling
What's
me
his
you
nose?
don't know where Shrek is?
I'm possibly more or less not definitely rejecting the idea that in no way, with any amount of uncertainty,
Yeah.
Any idiot can hit a boat with a bottle.
Wanna make it better?
He's super strong.
Oh, there goes my hip.
Oh, there goes my head.
Oh no. God, I
He's
just.
stranded.
Yeah, that's
What about this? Shrek? Oh, come on. I mean, I'm not trying to get up in your grill or raise your roof or whatever. But what I am screaming is, you!
I've been kidnapped by a monster trying to relate to me.
Artie, wait.
Oh my God.
I knew I should have got that warranty.
You see? Oh.
Mr. Milford?
Rocco Grattan?
oh. This way, I have no teeth.
Should've bring it to you.
Thanks,
Ew,
I just ate a
gross.
boulder on the way in.
Why don't you go terrorize a village and leave me alone?
Oh, he's
Was that
pushing
some
it.
kind of crack about ogres?
My father was an ogre. He tried to eat me.
Now, I guess I should have seen it coming.
I feel like a hobo. I'm sorry, but this just isn't working for me.
That charming makes me hotter than July.
Oh,
Oh.
That's it.
he is good looking. Oh,
Oh my God.
Oh, this is cool.
Rapunzel.
Oh, that poor bird.
Mom's like, no, not the birds.
Oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh,
Not the piano.
oh.
Oh, have a heart, old man.
If they really need your
Socks
help
and
to get
sandals.
them
Oh my gosh.
so why won't you ask them?
Oh my god. Oh god.
Man, I haven't been on a trip like that since college.
Oh no, they're all switched.
You don't look like some kind of bloated roadside piñata.
You really should think about that. Yeah, you should think about getting
He's so different.
Oh, you'll learn to control that.
That's funny. Oh
Go
god.
away.
Oh, kill it!
Okay.
Oh god, like his leg warmers.
Right word, smoked.
Oh my god.
People get the happily ever after they deserve.
What kind of new person?
Blah, blah,
My god. Whoa. God.
Feel real enough yet?
She'll have the wisdom.
Ooh.
That's using your head.
Coming from
Don't mess with mama. Dopey!
Oh my gosh.
A glass slipper.
Burning the bras.
Bra.
Who needs it? Her voice sounds just like Snow White.
That's great.
What's that? Oh, okay.
That's so fun. Barracuda.
The glass slipper that she sharpened. Boomerang.
Okay.
Dragon. Woo.
Oh, watch out. Mama's
Girl
coming.
thing, yes.
Noise. Oh!
Oh my god. Whoops.
You're gonna get really crowned.
Whoa. Oh my god.
One of each. 3 triplets.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a crayon.
Oh, gross. Oh, shit.
What a combination.
There you go. Okay.
Yay, that was adorable.
That was good. That
That was
was
a
funny. That was
great
really
movie.
good.
That was fun.
That was good.
I'm going to mute it, but I'm going to let it go just in case because we don't want to miss any cutscenes. Sometimes I
that's
get confident or I pause it by accident where I think there's nothing else. And the last Shrek movie, we missed it was like an extra fun scene of American Idol or something. And I was like, oh man, like we didn't watch that
wow,
together,
yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
really cute. Someday we will. But what did you guys think?
Oh, I loved it. It was really
Boy,
good.
it was so entertaining. It's
It
just
was
right.
very good. Right?
Yeah, it's just right up there with the other two. The comedy
sure
was
was.
funny. The story was good.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
agree.
Prince Charming was, his typical jerk
sure.
self.
Yes, that's right.
I know, and
Oh my
for him
God.
to die at the end, I mean, he had it coming, but I was kind of like, oh no, not Charming, but he was kind of annoying at the end, so it was kind
He
of good to
was,
get rid
yeah.
of him, and with Dragon doing that to him, like she did in the first movie, and just knocking.
Yes.
Well, no, she
That's
went in
right.
and just ate the king.
Yes.
So I liked it, yeah. I don't think it was good as the first and second movie, but it was right. It was kind
It
of
was
close.
good.
It was
Yeah.
entertaining. It had me laughing the whole time, and the humor was
Sure
there.
was.
So I really enjoyed that. Like the story was weaker, but the characters were still great. I liked the princesses, so they brought Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. Like how
Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous! Sleeping Beauty
Snow
is
White.
always tired, and her weapon is to fall asleep to
Rapunzel.
trick people. Like. And then, like, with
Oh my
Snow
God.
White with her voice, and
That's
I
right.
didn't know with copyright stuff, like, how they don't get in trouble or whatnot, because I know they're fairy tale characters, but I know Disney had the rights, or at least for those movies, like Snow White, and I only know her from that, so for her to have a very similar voice, I mean, it's not the same voice.
That's
so.
right, and the same,
right,
you know, the same things happen when she does sing.
Exactly, that was
It'll
so
come out.
Yeah, they're all like
right.
innocent and all that, and the voice, like, I haven't seen Snow White since I was a kid, like very little, and I don't remember much of it except I think there was the Poison Apple and the Seven Dwarves, but her voice really stood out because it was kind of high pitched and unique, and it was the same in this one, and I was like, oh wow, that's like really close. So I like how they did that, and then her like singing that Led Zeppelin song, like, that was perfect. I was like, that is wonderful.
I loved it when Donkey's body was switched with Puss in Boots.
Yeah, that was cute.
You know, you like that?
That was funny.
They're so different, and they fought a lot when they first met last time, but then they really got along once they got to know each other. And so even getting switched, like, that was a bigger challenge for them because they're very proud as who they are. So to have them switch up into very different creatures, or just like, even not even just the creatures, but their personality types are so different.
But then when they were switched back, Donkey had Puss in Boots' tail.
That's right. They switched around.
It was funny. And then at the end, like, they're back to normal, which you kind of knew they'd probably go back to normal. But yeah, so the humor was funny. And I like the idea of King Arthur, and then they had Merlin, but they were making it more modern age with the whole freaking high school or whatever. Like, Ewith, and everything had, like, if after it. And I was just like, oh my God. So it was, like, so corny, but it was just great, you know? And so they're modernizing that. And then him saying, my name is Artie. I like to go by Artie. So
I love to play where they were making fun of Prince Charming in the beginning, and it just killed him that they did that.
Yeah,
made fun of him. So he had to have this elaborate thing, and it still went.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. And having Shrek and Fiona having kids at the end, that's a good way to wrap it up.
Very good.
You know, it's a really nice
and
story.
having three, that's pretty
wow.
good. And he was pretty cool with it. He understood that, you know, going through this whole challenge of trying to get Artie to become, you know, the king.
That's right.
He saw different bits and pieces of fathers being really good fathers. Like Donkey is a great father, and he reflected about his own father.
Oh, sure.
He learned about Artie's dad not being, you know, the father that, you know, he thought he should be.
Yeah.
Or a good dad. So that really helped him become father of triplets.
That's good.
Yeah. He was so worried in the beginning, and I'm glad that he turned it around, because in the second movie, Shrek was very selfish, and he was like just telling Fiona, absolutely not, I'm not going to do this. Like, he didn't say we're not a team, but he's like, I didn't sign up for this, and he wanted nothing to do with her family, and he was very just selfish in that one. Of course, he was very loving too. I love Shrek. Yeah. But in this one, when he was like, oh, great, kids, like when he was scared, it was sad, but it was cool to hear him say that, where he wasn't afraid about just having kids and the responsibility, like, oh God, now I have all this work to do. It was, he didn't want to mess them up. So to hear him say that, because he was self-conscious about that, like, that's, you know, it's sad to hear that, but it's a sweet thing, because he knows how he is, and he doesn't want to mess up or do anything wrong, which I'm sure is a big fear for a lot of parents. You know, but I'm sure him and Fiona are going to be great parents and ogres. You know, just having ogres and again, like, thinking back to when Fiona, like, she was human, and just the whole family dynamic of her now being an ogre, her mom is human, and then her father's a frog. How terrible. I was like, oh my God, you can't kill the dad. Like, he was amazing. I loved him.
Yes, that's right.
I guess it was cool they kept him as a frog, because that's what he originally was, and they're like, okay, you have to accept who you are, and don't try to change just to impress other people or be accepted by other people. So I loved him as the human king, and he was okay as a frog, but dying as a frog, I guess for kids too, it made it easier as well. So that way, showing a death, it was like, even though it was sad, it wasn't like as bad, because if he was human, I would have been like, no, it would have been way worse, I think.
And there was a lot of dark deaths in this.
Yeah.
Like Charming cutting off the head of a deer, and amongst other, really, you know, the dragons was bad enough. The deer was like,
and stabbing Shrek when he didn't. And I'm like, well, maybe that's one of those retractable swords or something. Maybe that's what that was. You know?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, just.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking what it could be, but then I was like, oh God, yeah. So I kind of knew that Shrek wasn't going to die there, but I was like, that's still really dark with him. Like, I thought he was going to like lay over or collapse over for a bit and then just stay like that for a while, making us guess, like, did it actually happen? Did he die? I don't know.
Yeah.
And Fiona, like, I was kind of sad because I was like, I want to see more of her. Like, we saw a bit of her in the beginning, but then when she was like, I'm pregnant, then we didn't see her for a while. baby shower was awesome, but then she came right back with the princesses. Again, I'm going to go right back to them and how awesome they were. And Cinderella, like, with her glass slipper, like, sharpening that, so that was violent and used it as, like, a boomerang. And who dat? So no,
and I wonder how they're gonna receive Rapunzel. She really, turned against them.
Yeah, and I love seeing Rapunzel in this because we did see Tangled not too long ago, that's also on our channel. We all saw Blind for the first time, and it was really fun. I love that movie. So it's a very different Rapunzel, of course, because this is DreamWorks, not Disney. But even so, like, you get new movies, new ideas out. So Rapunzel, if they have a Rapunzel Disney movie, like an old one, I don't know if they do or not, but the newer Rapunzel's definitely an upgrade. But like this one was so different, and I wonder how they're going to treat. I like how she wasn't like pure evil, like she was snotty and like bratty.
She just wanted to be queen. She just wanted to be queen.
Yeah, she's like, we're not going to hurt anyone, right? Like, so she put that in there to be like, okay, well, she's not full on evil. And all the sinister characters we saw, like Hook again, and the evil queen with mirror on the wall, Snow White. So that was great.
But then Hook wanted the flower garden at the end.
They all have a soft spot, they're people too.
Right.
It's like that's all they know. They know violence and stuff. What else can we do? So I like how literal that is too. Like they just like open up and they're like, well, what do we do? And they just listen to Arthur and
they just drop everything. And
that's right.
And it was great that Arthur wasn't like a perfect, strong, handsome man that everyone looked up to. Like he was kind of like a nerdy, awkward kid that his father left him.
Right.
He was sad. He was alone, an outcast, and he learned his way. And he was a great partner for Shrek to learn together and bond. And so hopefully he'll make a good king.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he will.
Yeah, he will. Yes, I think so.
Be level-headed and.
Yeah, I love animation so much. I really love Shrek. Like. I always get so happy watching those types of movies, and this one really, it was good. I liked it.
I liked it. I liked a lot of the little, they always had the little jokes here and there. And the gingerbread man just cracks me up.
Oh, he is.
Always his friends.
So funny, yeah.
And even like Pinocchio, like lying, but like he's not lying, and he's like completely going around and just being neutral about the truth. Or like, you're probably. So that was smart too. I like how they're so loyal to Shrek and Fiona. They care so much. And, even the transgender wolf who's always like the grandma, like I love him too.
That's right.
He's always so calm. Like here his story is scary. Like he eats the grandma and he wants to eat Little Red Riding Hood, but he's like this chill, like wolf that just likes to be in like women's clothing and hangs out with the pigs. Which is a different wolf that goes after the pigs, right? So it's just kind of funny how it just all works out. But so I know there is a fourth movie. I might have seen parts of that one too. This one I didn't see a lot of, which I was kind of surprised because I really thought I saw more. But what else is new? I said that the last few times already with whatever we watched. But yeah, so Shrek 4, if you guys requested, and we'll possibly have that on a poll soon on Patreon. And if you want to vote, any help on Patreon helps us out a lot so we can keep creating. And so this is fun. So you guys enjoyed it. What Shrek movie was your favorite, would you say?
I like them all, but I think I like this one the best.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it did.
All right, nice.
Probably because you knew all the characters already.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It was a cute movie.
Cute.
I'm going to say I'm still the first. Okay, so we're all different. Then I'll say second because, again, the first one and second one are still neck to neck. But that's cool. All right, because I like this one better than I thought I was going to.
They're all great.
Good,
I mean, if you're going to keep going, it's good to keep it still fresh and funny. And
I agree.
If they made a fourth one,
Yeah.
They had good reviews with this one, I'm sure.
Yeah. Apologies, guys, for the feedback. We didn't realize that when the volume's up was really loud. It's like, oh no. I kept hearing something and I'm like, what is that? What is that? But very good movie, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Ooh, there's a Puss in Boots movie too. That one's good. I like that one.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah, I think you guys will like that one. Request it, guys.